Hey, good morning. Monday morning mortgage update. John Horton with Prime Lending. A lot of things going on, a lot happening in the mortgage market. Hopefully, you're part of it. The theme today is going to be prepared because this mortgage market, if you're buying, if you're selling, is absolutely on fire. Pending home sales in 2020 jumped 21%, which is absolutely huge. Increased home sales just about a 0.5% between January and December, but still supply is crazy, crazy low. 42% lower than this time last year. Basically meaning if you have a house to sell, as we always say, you better have somewhere to go because it's absolutely going to most likely sell. And you better have somewhere to go. The spring market, as they used to say, kind of started after the Super Bowl. Once the Super Bowl hit, that's kind of when people started getting their houses on the market and things started moving along. But they are saying there is no more spring market. The entire year is going to be a spring market. And it started during the pandemic last year. Actually, this is the second, if you can believe it, the second spring pandemic market. So if you thought it was brisk, Kelly Norris Smith, good morning. Lucky retired lady. If you thought it was bad last year, you thought it was quick last year. This year is most likely going to be the same. You're seeing homes sell as they have been within days, within hours, multiple offers within hours is what we're seeing. So we're going to get into the advantages of getting pre-approved, as we've talked about before, but it's more important now than ever before. Home builder confidence. You're seeing a lot of homes being built. Michael Sticka, how are you? You're seeing a lot of homes being built, but they're getting a little more costly. If you are in the process of a construction loan, which are phenomenal, and we offer them here at Prime Lending. Lend in all 50 states, by the way, in case you forgot. If you're building a home, you may want to make sure that your builder is updating your sworn statement, updating your bids, because the price of lumber is increasing dramatically. So if you got a quote last year or you got a quote 6 months ago, you might want to have them revisit that quote and make sure that you're locked in your prices, because all material prices are drastically increasing. Tomorrow, the Fed Chair, Jerome Powell, even though he didn't call me to ask me my opinion, he is speaking. You're seeing mortgage rates, they're all over the place. They went up a little bit last week, then they came down on Thursday, then they went up a little bit on Friday. So if you're in the market for refinancing, I would highly suggest now is the time. You're still seeing rates in the high twos. You're seeing them in the low threes, depending on what you're doing. But what you want to think about if you're refinancing, you want to think about if you're rolling in any other debt. Meaning, I closed on a couple last week. Their rate was 3.25 on a 30-year fixed. They took cash out, paid off debt, which is saving them $750 a month. So you may want to look at it, car payments, credit cards, things like that. If that debt, they were paying $750 a month minimum payment on a home equity loan, a credit card, and I believe another credit card. They're now saving $750 a month, which is a huge savings. Now, those financial gurus out there will say, well, now I'm going to pay on my credit card for the next 30 years. Well, maybe not. You might move in 5 or 6. Bottom line is you're saving $750 a month. So if you want to run a quick debt calculation, give me a buzz. What we do is we take the equity out of your home and we pay off your debt. Might not be meant for everybody, but it's definitely something to take a look at if you're paying a lot of money on credit cards. Interest rate on credit cards, take a look. Some of them are 16, 17, 18, 25%, or you could roll that into 3.25 possibly. Pay off your debt, and you're good to go. So call me on that. We can run it. I won't need to pull your credit. We can just have a 5-minute conversation and let you know what you possibly could save. Buying decisions are crazy. Homes sold 10 days faster in 2020. And hey, Griselle, Realtor, April Properties, how are you, my dear? They're selling fast. They're selling within 10 days. Get a hold of Griselle. Get a hold of any Realtor that happens to be watching this, and be ready. If you are ready to move, you got to get pre-approved. And again, someone asked me to talk about this. Pre-approval is a mortgage application without your property address. You fill out a quick application, takes you about 10 minutes. I'm going to pull your credit. I'm going to call you and most likely say you're golden. And then 10 seconds later, I am going to send you a pre-approval letter. What that pre-approval letter does, it lets you go to your realtor and say, hey, I talked to John, I'm pre-approved, here's my letter. You attach that to your offer, you got a deal. If you are not pre-approved and you're looking for a house, Aldo, good morning, my friend. If you are not pre-approved and you're looking for a house and you make an offer, and someone that is pre-approved makes an offer, I would highly suggest that that person that was pre-approved is going to get the offer. Grizel, please get pre-approved. It's crucial. Market is very competitive. Thank you, Realtor to the stars. It is very competitive. Pre-approval is key. Now, the thing is, if you get pre-approved and you decide to stay in your rental, stay wherever, just throw your pre-approval away. You are not committed to a property by getting pre-approved. All you're doing is being prepared if you get pre-approved. Pre-approval, from the time you start the application, if you fill it out correctly, to the time I send you your pre-approval letter, could be 15 minutes. Now, also keep in mind, we can move that pre-approval number. That meaning, I always suggest to get pre-approved for a little more than you want. Let's say you can get pre-approved for $300,000 and you find a place that's $250,000. Well, guess what? I changed the number on your pre-approval letter from $300,000 to $250,000 because you obviously don't want to tell someone you can afford more than you're offering. But if you get a pre-approval letter for $250,000 and you want to go $300,000, guess what? You got to do it all over again. So get pre-approved for a little more than you want. That way it's more of a cushion for you. So bottom line is being prepared to move. Don't throw your house up on the market thinking you may sell it and have nowhere to go, because it most likely will sell and you want to have somewhere to go. So the opportunity is out there. Keep in mind another myth that everybody or a lot of people fall under. You do not need 20% down to purchase a home. Certain loans are 3%, 3.5%, 0% on veteran loans. So it's all about education. It's all about being prepared when you go out there to purchase a home. So, as we say, you find your team. You got your lender, that's me. You need your home inspector. You need your attorney. Get your team ready to go. Be prepared for this market because it's moving. It's moving fast. Lisa Keating, Century 21, how are you, dear? It's an opportunity to get with your realtor, get with your lender, get pre-approved. If you do have credit issues, it gives you time to fix them. You may be surprised you have a credit issue, but there's opportunities there to work with it. There's plenty of opportunities. It's a cost-saving time. Rates are all over the place. You can lock in your rate, and we talked about a float down. There's so many different opportunities. And what I also want, I had a conversation with a realtor over the weekend, and they said, how quickly can you get my borrower approved? Well, I got to tell you, I push that back on the borrower. If they give me a clean package, meaning everything I need, we can probably flip them in about 7 days. Not to close, but get them into underwriting, into processing, and get them a clear to close letter if they give me everything I need, which is really basic information. Too much to go into here. You all know how to reach me. You all need to have a great Monday. I don't think it's going to snow today. Well, give it a shot, see what happens. Hey, have a good week. I'm here if you need me. Call me if you need me. Thanks for watching.